Okay, so this is part 2, I guess, of this reading. Though I really wanted it to be one video for once. But, so I ended up having to charge my phone, so I kind of lost my place. So, plans for the future. Plant the tiny seeds, that's right. Oh, and all of your little things. Let's say, like, make connections is what I'm hearing, like, you know, like, work on your people skills, as they say, you know, like, any talents, any gifts, any skills that people said won't help you or can't make you money, just know that that's not true, that dreams really do come true. You can really manifest the things you want. And so you might be in a situation where you have this person or just the world telling you that you will never be free of it and you will never be able to make these dreams that you think about into a reality. But they can only be like that for so long, or like you can only be stuck in there for so long. Just kind of realize that if you sit around and do nothing, the moment, let's say, you turn 18, or the moment you graduate high school, or the moment you're out of high school and you don't have these seeds like growing and then built into this like amazing, like, I don't know, safe haven sort of deal, like, you know, I forgot what I was saying, but the point is, what is the point? The point is, what you plan for the future is just planting the smaller seeds now, and they're going to be things I feel like that you enjoy. Do things that you know you like, that you know you love. You know, you can try new things, but definitely don't try to take some path that the people who are holding you back tell you to take. If you feel like you don't need to go to school and everyone's telling you that's the only way you'll make money and that's the only way you'll make connections, it's just the only way you'll make friends, no, that's not true. If you don't feel like school is calling to you, or you feel like it's a bad idea, you should listen to your intuition. Because, you know, I listened to my family. I kept telling them after I graduated, I was like, man, college I'm not ready for it, I don't think. And, you know, I was really pushed into doing it. Time and time again, I kept, like, failing. Well, I persevered and I would get decent grades, but, like, after, like, several terms, like, I was burnt out and I had to take a month break or something, or I would get really sick physically, mentally, like, socially. Just, like, everything about school kept bringing me anxiety and pain, pretty much. And my family just kept going, yeah, keep going, keep doing it, don't stop. And then I would quit, and they'd see that as failure. But yeah, so as these clarifiers, this is definitely like, do things that you know that you want to do, anything you've got a passion for. And I think either, yeah, plan for all this, and while you're planning for this, realize that once you jump out of this tower, I looked back at a few of these cards, once you jump out of this tower, you know, you're going to go through this great change. Pretty much. Death is actually an amazing card to have. It's one of my favorite cards. I say that a lot. But yeah, this tower, I feel like, is, so this is the person holding you back. These are the people, your situation, maybe the world, like everyone around you telling you you can't do this, or they're chaining you down almost, or like keeping you from your path. And planning to leave these people, or planning to get away from these people, pretty much, to do that, you gotta follow your passion. You gotta know that someone really good out there who is going to love you in a way that's not toxic is out there. And I believe this is going to be almost a state of mind you would have, this like peace that you've obtained through this planning in the long run. And then finally, so this is the person or people holding you back, and this is the place where you feel trapped. And so at the very end of it, you know, about these people, how to be free from that, how to plan to like persevere and plan to get away from them is to follow your passion. And how to plan to jump out of this tower to escape is through change, is through becoming a new person who isn't in that situation anymore. So, yeah. And then finally, as a backbone card, is the Wheel of Fortune. And so, pretty much this wheel will keep on spinning. The whole backbone behind all of this is that, yeah, there's going to be good moments, there's going to be bad moments, there's going to be times when you're getting rewards, there's going to be times where you feel like you're falling. You know, it's a wheel. But as long as you can balance on all aspects of the wheel, if the wheel's going a little bit down, you know, then you gotta like hold on to it, and then once it goes around, you gotta kind of like scurry on up. But once you're on the top of it, in those moments, it's gonna feel pretty great. But other than the pictures and like the imagery, the Wheel of Fortune really is just like, you got a lot of good fortune coming your way. So plan for making adjustments for when different situations come up, if that makes sense. So when things are really good, brace for saving. Like, let's say you won't, like, someone gave you $50. You're gonna feel great, but you're gonna know like to hold on to that, because you're gonna need that in another point. And like, yeah, spend some, you know, have a good time, but you know, seeds, planting, hold on to stuff, save on to things, start collecting coins. If you see coins on the street, take them. I didn't start doing it until suddenly, but like, see, check this out. Like, I bet this is like at least $10, and then I have a single dollar bill in there for some reason. But like, yeah. But yeah, that's just one example of like planting seeds. Another planting seeds is like cleaning up a bit, and then like writing out things you want, writing a list. Get a Pinterest. If you get on Pinterest and you start liking pictures, you call it mood board, or you call it things you want to manifest for the future, anything, I don't know, like what you want in life, and then just like pictures and put them into that board. The universe may start giving you things, literally. It might not be those things. Like, for example, on my mood board, I have like floating islands and castles. But like, I've been given a lot of free stuff. I'm actually wearing these shorts that I got for free. These boards, I got for free. This puzzle, I got for free. I paid for these tarot cards, but I got a lot of this stuff for free. I don't have my horoscope cup that I got, but yeah, I've just been manifesting things like crazy, and while these things I'm manifesting aren't necessarily on my mood board, the mood board sets the mood. It's kind of like, when you start to visualize things you want, you start to notice things on your path a lot more, or you'll like come across things just by chance. You know, or like, for example, like, people might be like, come on, let's go for a ride and like go to the store real quick, and you're gonna be like, I don't see why, and they're like, yeah, well, up to you, and then you're like, I guess. You're like, it's like when you don't expect it, and then someone else will be like, hey, what's that over there? And they'll be like, free stuff, and you'll be like, free stuff, whatever, and they're like, okay, we're getting out of the car, and then you sit in the car for 10 seconds, and you're like, well, I guess I'll look, and then you realize tons of stuff that you want are right over there. I'm describing what happened to me, but I've also come across a lot of this stuff on my own. That's just one story. But, yeah, so hopefully this reading made sense. It kind of got cut off because my phone died, but, yeah, you just got, it's interesting. There's a lot of different stuff in this one, but this is surely an amazing path, and if you plan, you're going to plan for freedom. Regardless, like, freedom is coming, you know, you're gonna be able to leave that tower, but if you're able to start planting seeds now, you'll be able to jump out of that tower much sooner. For example, I'm 21, so, like, I should have been able to jump out of the tower 3 years ago when I turned 18 and graduated, but I didn't plant my seeds properly back then. But actually I did, you know, I was preparing myself. You know, if you're not spiritually and emotionally and all these other things ready to like plant money seeds, for example, plant happy seeds. Plant seeds so that when you graduate, you'll be able to take the next steps to then do that. It might have to take 4 years, it might have to take 6, it might have to take 1 or 2, you know, you never know. But like, the moment you have that stability and happiness within you and self-love within you to start working, to start trying to find ways to make money in ways that don't harm you, especially, that's when suddenly getting out of your situation will come up. For example, let's say there's no way you can. Like, oh, rent is $1 million where you live. Perhaps you'll run into a person who has a living situation where rent is like $200 a month. And you're gonna be like, no way, but it could happen. And it happened to me. It actually did. You know, everyone around me was like, we don't know how you're gonna move out if you can't find a place to live. And everyone's like, you know, minimum rent is like $500. That's the bare cheapest. And stuff like that. And yet I found a situation, I didn't even find it, it just came to me through people and like my journey. This person, she's so cool, one of my best friends now. Basically, I'm given this opportunity where rent is like really cheap for me, so now I just have to prepare and put in the work. So yeah, I think that's the end of this reading. Though all that was just a bunch of me talking about my life. I do see, woo, 10 of Cups. It's kind of fun to just drop cards like that. Or cut the deck and find cool cards. But yeah, I see a whole lot of happiness in the long run of all this. And all this planning is going to lead to something great. So, that is, if you picked card, or reading number 2. Yeah, reading number 1, reading number 2. They're kind of different, but more or less about the same. Just like most pick a card videos. They always tell different stories, but like you can learn lessons from any reading. So I truly believe whatever reading people pick, I don't know, there's some good stuff in there. Some pretty good ideas for what to plan for. And just know that energy-wise and world-wise, you know, like this is a good time to start planning and stuff like that. So if you're worrying that you're not working now, that's okay, because, you know, now is a resting period, a planning period. I'm working, but I'm taking it easy, so, like, don't push yourself super hard where everything's stressful, you know? Just push yourself in the ways that you're comfortable, and, it's the baby steps. It's the things that you're willing to do, and the things that don't harm you, you know? And let's say you only want to, you want to sell some art you make, you only make $2, or you make no dollars, you know, and people are like, oh, just, you're not making any money, or, you tell people about these ideas, and they're like, how much are you going to make from that? You won't believe me how often people are like, how much are you exactly making from Postmates, or this, or that, or, you know, I get, this vibe of, people not believing in you, even though you see the potential in it. So, if people around you don't see the potential, just, don't be discouraged. Just keep seeing in the potential for yourself. Whatever idea you have, I believe in you, and I believe in that idea. So, there's one person. Alright, I'm gonna go, so I stop putting so much time into this video. Because I always feel bad, because they always go for, 40 minutes and stuff like that, if you add up all the parts. But yeah, hopefully these readings resonated with someone. Peace out.